Welcome back to Tom's Garage again, boys and girls. Ooh, it's good to see you. Today, pal, part 2 for the Toro recycler. Last part 1, we got her running real good. And I was going to adjust the drive belt, but I think we're going to go ahead and replace it because I've already got one in stock over there, a new one, OEM belt. So let's replace this drive belt. Transmission self-propelled drive belt. First thing I'm going to do is take some of that tension off the cable up here. I was monkeying with it. You know, if these things get to where they don't pull good, just loosen this and pull the cable down a little bit. That'll tighten the belt a little bit and then tighten it back up. But this one I had to pull it so tight to get it to pull. I think that belt's stretched. It's either stretched or it's got a bad spot in it. There we go. I just pulled it up, took some of the tension off that belt down there. And at the very end of this video, we're going to adjust it back. Just like that. Right here. Loosen this. You might have to take a screwdriver and go in there because that's still pretty tight on that cable. You just pull it down to tighten it up, make it pull better. But we nearly had to pull it out to get it to go. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, come around here to this side. I'm gonna pull these wheels off, these back wheels, so we can get, there's 2 screws there and there. That's going to get that rear baffle off. We've got to get that baffle off to be able to get to the transmission. So I'm going to pull these wheels off to give us access to that. Good grief. Ooh, that is tight. Let me grab a socket. All right. Just pull the wheel off. And I'm going to go ahead and get these 2 screws out because we're going to lay this mower over on this side. We're going to have the carburetor and fuel tank on the high side when we lay it over. Okay, set that right there. Come back around here. We'll do the same thing here. Is this going to be too tight? Yep. Yeah. A little mud in there. Okay. Get these 2 screws out of the way. Got them 2 out of the way. Now we'll lay it over. I got the fuel tank drained so we don't have any fuel spilling out. I didn't drain the carburetor though. So it's probably going to take 3 or 4 pulls to start these things. These engines don't like being laid over, but it's not going to hurt them if you do it with the carburetor and fuel tank up. Make sure your dipstick is in there because all your oil will pour out. Go ahead and get that blade off. We'll sharpen it for him while we got it up. Got it off. Okay. Let's see, grab my 5/8. Trying to hook an air hose to my electric impact, that ain't gonna work. It's getting kind of thin. He's still got a little bit of life left in this. I was going to put that other blade on here for him. That we took off that other mower we did the engine failure autopsy on. Because this blade is really nice and thick and everything. But as I was sharpening it, I realized it is slightly bent. And I wonder if that had anything to do with connecting rod failure. Slightly bent right there. See how close that gap is? This blade is slightly bent. It's got a natural bend right here, but this one is bent. You can see where the natural bend is, but the cutting edge is completely straight. On this side, you can see the actual cutting edge is curved. It's got a slight curve to it. That one is straight. That one's got a slight curve to it. So this blade is bent. It ain't no good. I was hoping to get to use this one, but we still have a little bit of life left in this blade, so. Okay. That's enough about blades. Okay, let's go around here. We got to get this cover off. And there's 2 screws on top that hold that on. And they are right here. 3/8 socket. And 3/8. And be gentle because this is just going into plastic. Okay, back around here. Okay, see, we got to loosen this to be able to pull it back a little bit, because you've got that little lip that sits back behind that. So, okay, we're going to have one more screw, or maybe 2 more. I know we got one more. Should have one here, and that's it. Okay. This rear baffle should be ours. Right now he's got it in mulch mode. It shouldn't really be in the way though. It'll just come right off. Okay. Now we gotta disconnect this spring. See how the old spring goes? It just hooks right on there like that. Well, first thing we need to do is get this belt off. That way it'll let us push this transmission way on up there and get this spring unhooked. Okay, there we go. There's our cover. Get that cover off, and that belt belongs to us. Let me look at this belt real quick. I don't really see any bad places on it, but it don't look that bad. But he wants to put a new one on there since we already got it. We'll save that belt for something else. Maybe I'll find somebody to whoop with it. And we got a S2 square drive. You got 3 screws holding it on. I can tell somebody's already been working on this thing. I wonder why that cover's so clean. That's weird. Trying to keep my arm out of your way. Okay. He said there was some. Oh, I bet you he took all that apart because he said there's something got jammed in there. That's what it was. He thought he took it apart. All right, 140-4041. You trade places with you, Darren. I won't get my big arm in the way. All right, get the screws started back in it. And be gentle because they're going in plastic. I'm not going to tighten it down yet. Those are the fingers I cut off on a table saw about 4 years ago. I can't pick up no screws and nuts with it. Okay, make sure the belt is routed properly. Just like that, it goes inside. Gentle. Gentle, gentle. Okay, swing it back around. Hook the spring back up. There we go. Like that. Get the belt put back on. And there we go. Now we get to put the covers back on it. All right, we'll put these two screws back in it up here. Complete start to finish job with no editing. Put the screw in the back. I'll go ahead and get these other two screws started down here, but I'll tighten them and put the back wheel back on it when I lay it back over on its side. Good. That one goes there, and then this one goes. Well, I'm going to wait before I put this top one on up here because I can't really get in there to it. All right, well, she's still a little loose. We'll squeeze that back on. Now this thing, when you put it on, realize that belt has got to go between here. I can usually clamp that thing down. Let me hit pause real quick. I got a customer pulling in. All right. Fella just dropped off a blower. What I was saying was, make sure these go in between here. Sometimes I'll take a clamp and engage the drive so the belt's tight. But I can just simply see this. I can see it. Stick my head down there and I can see it. Okay. Now we'll go back around here and put the screws back in it. Change bits. Change bits. Okay, the holes seem to be lined up. Gentle, you're going in plastic. Let's see, I'll go ahead and run these down. Easy. All right. Okay. Okay. It appears I caught the belt right there a little bit. There we go. Don't hurt that belt. There we go. Cuff that belt right there under that piece of plastic. It seems to work good. Turn the shaft a little bit. There we go. Everything seems to be working. Okay. Go ahead and put this wheel back on it since we got these tightened. Make sure nothing's bound. Give it an extra little hunkering. There we go. I'm gonna hit pause. I'm gonna go put him a good edge on this blade. Be right back. Got him a good edge on there. I had to take more off this side to get this thing to balance. But it's balanced. Balanced. Okay. Screw right there. Those two are tight. These two are tight. Everything's back together. Okay, that's a drive belt. Transmission drive belt. All right, that's basically all there is to it. Now we'll let it down, pour some gas in it, get it adjusted, and we'll be done with this one. We'll be done with this one. All right, pour a little gas in it. Ooh, hang on to it, boy. I tell you, I just bought that transfer pump. I don't know why I ain't using it, but I can't do this without making a mess. I didn't even open the vent because I didn't want it to come out too fast. I'm just glad this thing's almost empty. It ain't so heavy. Take my air hose and blow that thing off a little bit, let it dry. We'll drag it to the door and fire it up. Yeah, I drained that tank. I didn't want it to leak and get gas all over it, so I went through the trouble of draining it. Then I just poured gas all over it, trying to put more back in it. Okay. Let me grab Scott's blower and get it out of the way. Hey, okay. Okay. Pull the handle back. See if she'll crank from being laid over. It may take a few pulls, but that's why I don't crank things on the table. Yeah, you just loosen this. You might have to wedge a screwdriver in there to pull this thing down. It'll pull a little harder. But if you get it too tight, you won't be able to roll it backwards when it's running. And it'll want to creep away from you without even engaging the self-propel. Well, all right, boys and girls, that is a transmission drive belt on a Toro 22-inch recycler. This one is a 21465 model. And there you go. It ain't that difficult. Well, it's a lot easier if you got a table over there to put it on. You ain't got to do it in a gravel driveway, but... Well, all right, boys and girls, thanks for watching another Tom Luby video. We love you and we need you. Holler if you need me. We are done with this one. Say bye-bye, Toro. Yay! We'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Love y'all. Be good.